Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is my green look in my rainbow series, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So to start off, I just did my eyebrows off camera, carved them out with concealer, and using that as a base, I'm going to set it with some translucent powder. And now I'm just dragging a green shade through my crease. This is from the Violet Voss palette. It's a very bright green shade, and I'm just using a little crease brush to do this. I'm also applying it a bit above my crease as well, just so that you're able to see this color and kind of using it as a transition shade. So blending that, and then I'm dipping into the Urban Decay Elements eyeshadow palette and mixing a brighter green with a darker green just to put that in the crease, and I'm using kind of an angled eyeshadow brush to do so, just so I can get it out on that outer V nicely, and blending that in with the bright green shade that I just put down. I don't know why it said crease. I'm kind of putting this on my outer V, not in my crease, but also it is being dragged into my crease as well. And then I'm just taking a big fluffy brush so I can blend the two together. I also go back in with that first blending brush that I was using just to intensify the green a bit more. And then I'm drawing a little line with concealer, looking up and cutting my crease. This is how I like to draw on my cut creases, and I'm kind of doing a half cut crease here. And then for over top, to just set that concealer, I do go back into the Urban Decay Elements palette and I take a silver shade. Not sure why I chose silver, but I actually really like how this eye look turned out. And now I'm just blending the edge of the cut crease in with the shadow, and I'm taking a green shade from the Makeup Forever Flash palette just to draw a line above that crease that I just cut. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a makeup wipe, clean up under the eyes and the edge, and I'm just drawing a kind of little wing there on the edge of my eye makeup. Popped on a lash, and now, wow, I am doing my foundation on camera. So I used the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer first, and then I'm just taking my beauty blender to blend in my foundation. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Foundation. I'm using this foundation. It's not my favorite, but I am using it just because I was really pale here, and this is one of my lightest shades that I just happened to have, so I went ahead and used this. It is a little dry, so I don't prefer it in the wintertime, and it's very, very matte as well. I'm including all my blending just so you can see how I like to apply it when I already have my brows on. I just kind of use that tip to go around the edges of my brows so that I can get the foundation all evenly on my entire face. And then I'm using some concealer. This is the same one that I used to cut my crease. And I'm also using a bit of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer just to highlight and brighten even more, because like I said, I'm very pale right now. I like to have a bright under eye usually, not too bright, but still just like enough, you know. So just taking my beauty blender again and getting right up in that inner corner with the pointy tip of it. I also like to go in with my finger as well a little bit when I'm all done with my beauty blender, just because your finger is warm and it really helps to blend out the edge of the concealer. If it's a little drier or you're having a bit of trouble blending it out, it is easy to just use your finger in there. Setting all of that with my translucent powder again. This is the one from Too Faced, one of my favorites. Smells amazing. I think it's infused with peach and sweet fig, so it has a really good smell to it as well. So setting my concealer, my face, and now I'm going to be contouring. This is the Anastasia Contour Palette. I'm just taking a smaller Real Techniques brush so that I can really get into the hollows of my cheeks and my forehead and my jawline, down the center of my nose a little bit. I don't go too crazy contouring my nose, but I do like to have some of the bronze color in the center of my face as well, just to balance out everything else. all the colors that we're going to be putting on the cheeks and stuff, I do like to even put a little bit of blush on my nose as well, just to, again, balance out the face so the center isn't too pale, and I just find it helps the makeup all come together a bit better. Whoa, okay. Now I'm taking a more orangey shade in the palette. For the contour, I mixed the first two together, and then the third one is a lot more orangey, so I like to use this as my bronzer sometimes when I'm going for a more matte feel to the cheeks, as opposed to it being like bronzy, glowy. This one is definitely a lot more matte. So yeah, just using an angled brush to do this and blending out the contour into it. And I'm going to take the same brush and just apply some blush to my cheeks. This one's from Tarte. I think the name is Uncensored. So putting that on the apples of my cheeks and just blending it back into the bronzer. Blending all three of the colors together really well. And I'm waiting. I think I do pop this. Yep, I do put this on my nose and even a bit on my forehead. Wow. I like to be very cohesive. So now I'm taking a green kind of highlight from the Aurora palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and my tried and true highlighting brush, the A23 from Anastasia as well. Love this for highlighting. And you will see I do like to go pretty heavy with the highlighter, just me personally. I love a good glow, especially when I'm doing a very matte cheek. I like to go heavy on the highlighter. So now I'm just putting that under my brow bone, the same shade, and in my inner corner, that green highlight. And then I'm taking some of that green color from the Flash palette that I used to draw the line on the cut crease, and I'm just putting that in my waterline just to add more green to the look. And then I'm taking that big blending brush that I was using on my lid before to blend everything out, just to drag some color onto my lower lash line as well. Make the eyes all come together very nicely. Again, cohesiveness. Taking the dark shade that I use on the outer V, and I'm just blending that on the outer edge of my lower lash line a little bit, and then I put some Laura mascara on off camera, and now I'm just putting on a liquid lip. This one is from Tarte. It's in the shade Rosé, and then I'm putting on some lip gloss. This one's from Milani. It is a nude in the shade 01 Bear, I'm pretty sure it's called, just for a nude lip moment to go along with the bright eyes that we have, and then using the Urban Decay Brow Tamer just to set my brows down. And final touches, of course, we need a setting spray. This one is from Tatcha, the Dewy Skin Mist. So that'll be all for today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I love how this green look turned out, and I'm so excited to be creating the blue look for you next Sunday, and yeah. Please like, subscribe. See you guys in my next one. Bye!